Hi everyone. I'm in the middle of getting back to my reading. I'm reading again Untamed by Glennon Doyle, and I'm having a hard time focusing and working at the same time and doing all the other things that I do every day to actually have time to read. So I want to read you a chapter of this book. It is super empowering, especially for all of the feminine out there, and extremely relatable. And it reminds me so much as to why I started Goddess Club Empowerment Group on my Facebook page, where women can connect with each other and share stories and ask questions and just empower each other through what we're going through day to day. So I'm gonna post this video to the Facebook group on the Goddess Club. And if you're not, if you do have Facebook and you're not a member of the Goddess Club Empowerment Group, on my last post on Instagram, there's even if you go to the link in my bio, you can connect right to it, and then I can accept you on there to connect. I post a variety of resources and interesting articles for our holistic health. But getting back to this book, which is Untamed by Glennon Doyle, and this chapter is called Erikas. Erica and I went to college together. She was a born artist, but studied business because her mother was a corporate executive and wanted Erica to become one too. Erica resented every minute she spent in those business classes. It's nearly impossible to blaze one's own path while following in someone else's footsteps. Erica returned to our dorm each day and recovered from her business boredom by painting. She graduated with a business degree, then fell in love with a fantastic guy and worked in a corporate office to put him through medical school. Next, the babies came, and she quit her job to stay home and care for them. All the while, she heard a voice nagging her to start painting again, and one day she told me she planned to honor that longing, to honor herself by enrolling in an art school. I heard fizz and fire in her voice for the first time in a decade. So I answered the phone in celebration of Erica's commitment, and I said, "Hey, how's school going?" She was quiet for a moment and then said, "Oh, that was silly. Brett is so busy and the kids need me. Art school just seemed so selfish after a while." Why do women find it honorable to dismiss ourselves? Why do we decide that denying our longing is the responsible thing to do? Why do we believe that what will thrill and fulfill us will hurt other people or our people? Why do we mistrust ourselves so completely? Here's why. So this is fucking deep, right? Here's why. It's gonna get deeper too. I fucking love this book so much. Here's why. Because our culture was built upon and benefits from the control of women. The way power justifies controlling a group is by conditioning the masses to believe that the group cannot be trusted. So the campaign to convince us to mistrust women begins early and comes from everywhere. When we are little girls, our families, teachers, our families, teachers, and peers insist that our loud voices, bold opinions, and strong feelings are too much and unladylike. So we learn to not trust our personalities. Childhood stories promise us that girls who dare to leave the path or explore get attacked by big bad wolves and pricked by deadly spindles. So we learn to not trust our curiosity. The beauty industry convinces us that our thighs, frizz, skin, fingernails, lips, eyelashes, leg hair, and wrinkles are repulsive and must be covered and manipulated. So we learn to not trust the bodies we live in. Diet culture promises us that controlling our appetite is the key to our worthiness. So we learn to not trust our own hunger. Politicians insist that our judgment about our bodies and futures cannot be trusted, so our own reproductive systems must be controlled by lawmakers we don't even know in places we've never been to. The legal system proves to us again and again that even our own memories and experiences will not be trusted. If 20 women come forward and say, "He did it," and he says, "No, I didn't," they will believe him while discounting and maligning us every damn minute. And religion, sweet Jesus, the lesson of Adam and Eve, the first formative story I was told about God and a woman was this: when a woman wants more, she defies God, betrays her partner, curses her family, and destroys the world. We weren't born distrusting and fearing ourselves. That was part of our taming. We were taught to believe that who we are in our natural state is bad and dangerous. They convinced us to be afraid of ourselves, so we do not honor our own bodies, curiosity, hunger, judgment, experience, or ambition. Instead, we lock away our true selves. Women who are best at this disappearing act earn the highest praise. She is so selfish. She is so selfless. Can you imagine the epitome of womanhood is to lose oneself completely? That is the end goal of every patriarchal culture, because every effective way to control women is to convince women to control themselves. I tried to control myself for so long. I spent 30 years covering and injecting my face with potions and poison trying to fix my skin. Then I quit and my skin was good. For 20 years, I was attached to a hair dryer and straightener trying to tame my curls. Then I quit and my hair was good. I binged and purged and dieted for decades trying to control my body. When I quit, my body became what it was always meant to become, and it was good too. I numbed myself with food and booze, trying to control my anger. When I quit, I learned that my anger never meant that there was nothing wrong with me. It meant that there was something wrong out there, something I might have the power to change. I stopped being a quiet peacekeeper and started becoming a loud peacemaker. My anger was good. I had been deceived. The only thing that was ever wrong with me was my belief that there was something wrong with me. Fucking so relatable. I quit spending my life trying to control myself and begin to trust myself. We only control what we don't trust. We can either control ourselves or love ourselves, but we can't do both. Love is the opposite of control. Love demands trust. I love myself now. Self-love means that I have a relationship with myself built on trust and loyalty. I trust myself to have my own back, so my allegiance is to the voice within. I'll abandon everyone else's expectations of me because I'll abandon myself. I'll disappoint everyone else before I'll disappoint myself. I'll forsake all others before I'll forsake myself. Me and myself, we are till death do us part. What the world needs is more women who have quit fearing themselves and started trusting themselves. What the world needs is masses of women who are entirely out of control. This is fucking amazing. Please get this book. It is so awesome. It's by Glennon Doyle, Untamed. And I will read more if you guys want me to. I mean, I'm just going on and on. I'm taking so long to read this book because it speaks to me and my soul on so many levels. And I want to reread it even when I'm not even halfway done with it. And I love sharing things that I learned with you. So I don't mind at all reading to you. I hope you don't mind me being a nerd sometimes and reading on here, but this is so empowering, and we are so fucking conditioned to not love ourselves, and then we're not good enough, and it's not okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. We need to start loving ourselves more. Because it's so fucking sick. And it's not even women. Men there's so many expectations for all of us. And it's not healthy. It's super fucking toxic. It's not okay. And if anyone wants to talk, I'm not like crazy emotional all the time, but this book definitely speaks levels, and we do need to connect, and we have to fucking stop comparing ourselves to each other and stop competing. It's not okay. Like, we're all in this life together, and the only answer is love. Always. And that's all I'm trying to do with No Worthy Resources. I'm just trying to share some love. So, I hope you enjoyed this. I love you all. Have an awesome day, and I look forward to reading more to you guys. And if you do pick up this book, Untamed by Glennon Doyle, definitely share your insights with me and what you thought. Share things. It's good to connect and empower each other through vulnerability and curiosity and love. So have a great evening, everyone. Bye.